All right, Sistas fans. Now, I think it's safe to say the most talked about part of next week's trailer of the episode Water Under the Bridge has to do with the seemingly out of nowhere dinner invitation that Karen extends to Zach. Now, in the preview itself, the narrator says, sometimes when you want to put in put in on the action, you have to pay. Zach is being shown the townhouse he wants to purchase, and the realtor happens to make a pass at him. Are you married? Then we got Fatima showing up. Oh, I like that suit. Then he gets a phone call from his ex. Would you want to do dinner maybe? Dinner? And this video isn't to drag Karen, so, Zatima fans, calm yourselves. I wanted to think of reasons why Karen would be asking Zach to go out to dinner with her, even though it hasn't even been 24 hours since they had their final hurrah in the salon where he handed her the check for, what was it, $72,000? 75 Guys, completely honest here, it's, my mind, I forgot. I think it was 72 because he gave her, I owe you 77,000, here's 5,000, here's basically a check for 70,000 plus dollars, okay? Sorry if I forgot the amount. And he made it clear that, hey, I'm going to go after Fatima. That was it. So why would she be asking him to dinner now? So, before going further, I have a mini list of reasons why. Before going further in the video, over 70% of my watch time are from those who have not subscribed to the channel. So, if you are a frequent viewer of this channel, first of all, thank you because you help pay my bills. But more importantly, take a second and just hit subscribe. That way we can help the subscriber watch time raise from barely over 20% to hopefully over 90% if everybody who watches but doesn't subscribe hit subscribe, and it will help me get to over 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please and thank you. So, let me just get the worst one out of the way. This is the one that people don't want it to be. And to be honest here, I don't think this is the reason why she'll be asking Zach to go to dinner so soon. And that's because she's pregnant. Because I know that in the sneak peek teaser trailer we got during the Sistas cast event, Karen was like, "Did you hear me? Or did you hear what I said?" And then Zach's like, "Yes." And the emotions in that room were like, holy crap, okay, she has to be saying that she's pregnant. And the question is, is it Zach's or is it Aaron's? I don't know. But on top of that, it just seems way too random. Like, did she wake up the next morning after Aaron held her and then decided to take a test? I don't know. I mean, given how Tyler writes the shows, for example, in The Oval, Kareem was the one that pointed out all of Sharon's mood swings and the off-camera, obviously, frequent trips she makes to the bathroom. And then she took the pregnancy test and it turns out she was pregnant. And then it's like, is it Barry's or is it Kareem's? Like, no, it has to be Barry's. But then she had that accident in the truck with Dale and Richard and lost the baby. So, with Karen, you could argue she's going through mood swings, but I would more attribute that to the fact that she's going through a hell of a lot right now. The man that she loves has moved on. She feels like an outcast in the Sistas group because her best friend was about to make a stupid decision by getting married to Gary. Her clientele are drying up because one of her own employees quit and took most of her clients with her. And, she has a decent guy in Aaron who I'm questioning more and more each week, giving her a proposal. I don't think it's out of the realm of impossibility that Karen isn't pregnant or hasn't yet suspected it, because the range of emotion she's been showing have made sense. Like even in the last episode before we went on a mid-season break, where it seemed like she was just laid back and didn't care. I mean, Andy came in there, she wanted to talk, Karen acted like she didn't care. No, it's just like Karen, she was told off so many times for being, a bad friend, for not standing by Andy's side. At that point, she was just fed up. Plus, she had a lot going on, and Andy's repetitive problems just didn't matter to her in the moment. She just gave a calm, cool, and collected answer because Karen's like, Andy's going to do what she wants, so let her make her own decisions. And that was pretty much it. So I don't think the pregnancy is the reason that she called Zach for dinner. Now, the next one I wanted to list has to do with what her and Pam talk about in the end credit trailer. And that's the fact that I believe Pam told Karen that about half of the people in the books have canceled. So what is she going to do about that? And given that she knows about Zach's come up, I mean, I'm just going to throw this out here because, I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's asking Zach for a business investment. Like, my salon's about to dry up because I lost my clients. So maybe if you wanted to buy the property, I don't know if you wanted to do something with it. I don't know if Karen knows all about Zach's plans for like buying townhouses and stuff like that. I know that she saw his new car, and not to mention, she knew about chain breakers because I think Danny or Sabrina told her, but I don't know if she fully knows about his things about investment and whatnot, so I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe she's like, hey, my business is drying up. I don't know if you wanted to, buy the salon. Not to say you would run a salon, but maybe you would just change it up into some other form of business. I don't know. And I'm not saying that I would not even go so low as to assume that Karen would be asking for a handout, because the man gave you almost $100,000 within the span of a couple of days. I don't think Karen would do that. But, again, I'm just trying to think of alternate reasons why she would want to go to dinner with Zach. So far, I kind of don't think it has to do with a pregnancy. Perhaps it could be business investment related. And then we get to the final point, which I do have like a A and a B for. And it probably has to do with Aaron's proposal. Because as stupid as it sounds, the same thing happened in Girl Meets World. Like, the only episodes I watched of Girl Meets World, and I think that was maybe 4 or 5 of them, were episodes where some of the original Boy Meets World cast came up for like one episode appearances, or perhaps for a holiday episode or whatever. And one of them, what's that girl's name? Riley, I think, was Corey and Topanga's daughter, and her friend was Maya. So there was a point where Sean reappeared, and he was kind of sort of dating Maya's mom, but I don't think made it official. So yeah, I don't think they went on like their first date. It was clear they liked each other. So from there, Angela came back. And this was one of the most disrespectful character returns I've ever seen in media. Her and Sean, at the end of Boy Meets World, I think the episode before the final 2-parter, Angela's Ashes, she went to Germany with her father because I think he was in the military or something. And eventually she found somebody else and married that person. But she came all the way back to New York to see Sean to ask whether or not she was ready to have kids, even though you were already married to somebody else. What the hell? Okay, so I think the same thing is going to happen here, where perhaps because she says she still loves Zach, but not like that, kind of like what Zach told Fatima. I got love for Karen, but I'm not in love with Karen. So I think that maybe Karen wants to have a sit down with Zach, and I get it. I mean, it doesn't matter, because as soon as he walked out of that salon, or well, heck, I remember when I said this in the episode, the last episode, not this week's episode, but the last one. As soon as Zach handed her that money and turned around to walk away, and Karen was like, "Where are you going?" That's none of your business. That the benediction was when you took that check. So I think that maybe she wants to kind of test the waters one last time. Basically to say, hey, Aaron asked me to marry him, and I just thought you should know. I mean, I don't think Zach would care. And then the second part, like I just said, testing the waters. She probably wants to see if there's any slim chance that Zach would want to take her back. And if not, she would be willing, or more willing, to potentially accept Aaron's proposal or think about it. But at the end of the day, doesn't that just make Aaron the rebound / booby prize? Because of the fact that my first choice said absolutely not. So that gave me even more reason to give Aaron the benefit of the doubt to say yes. So overall, I don't really see any of these possibilities for why she wants a dinner date to end well. But most importantly, guys, I'm going to throw this out here. I'm going to say that Zach doesn't even accept. Yeah, I think that, Karen's like, do you want to maybe do dinner? I think Zach's going to say no. I think first of all, because that realtor is going to make a pass at him, and then Karen's going to call, and then Fatima is going to be there for him by showing up and liking the suit and everything. I think Zach is going to turn her down, which is why eventually he'll be back at that salon and they'll be talking, and that's when she goes, "Did you hear what I said?" Yes. Because he didn't accept the dinner invite. So then, it's like, I need to talk to you in person right now. So overall, those are my thoughts on why Karen might be possibly asking Zach to dinner. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As I said before, please, if you watch my content on the regular, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App.